This morning we had a team meeting with our administrative team, and I wanted to kind of review what we talked about because I think it's something that we need to constantly be reiterating or reminding ourselves. So specifically the conversation around is how do we follow up with outstanding treatment? So patients come in, we present a treatment, but they haven't moved forward. So the first thing that we want to do is we have to establish alignment, right? So when we call a patient, alignment means being like, how's it going? Well, it's a busy time of the year, weather's terrible. Yeah, I totally get that. Us too. Yeah, it's been so dreary. I wish the time would change. Alignment's really important. That sets us on the same path as, hey, we're on the same page. So alignment's really important. The second thing we have to do is reconfirming trust. Too often what we do is we jump in and say, hey, we noticed that you have crowns that you were supposed to do. We talked to you about, would you like to go ahead and get that scheduled? Well, obviously they don't want to get it scheduled because they didn't do it the first time, and life's happened. So we have to assume that they don't want to get scheduled, and we've lost all sense of urgency. So the second thing we want to do is reconfirm trust. Now, what we know is patients do not say yes to treatment for four things: trust, time, fear, and money. And I do firmly believe that these four things are no matter what you're buying, people don't buy. It doesn't matter whether it's free, you have all the time in the world, or if you're sleeping through the whole thing, if you don't believe it should be done. So number one thing is I have to reconfirm trust in the clinical work. So that's gonna look something like this. Hey, Mrs. Jones, I just wanted to call and check on those two teeth on the lower left that Dr. Z or Dr. Amber had talked about. Are you having any issues or questions about those teeth? No, I just wanted, they're not bothering me. I just kind of wanted to wait. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure that you were aware of the cavities that were there because that is something that's concerning to us. Honestly, I didn't realize they were cavities. Tell me more about that. We've got to reconfirm trust. If we don't reconfirm trust and that they actually understand the clinical work that's getting done, they're never going to move forward. That's number one. Number two is we got to create some sense of urgency. Again, that urgency's been lost. They've moved beyond that. We're 2 weeks out, we're a month out, we're 6 months out, we're a year out. Shoot, I reconfirm what we're doing, and then I need to create some urgency. Great news is, Mr. Jones, we actually happen to have an availability that popped up later this week. It's very rare that this happens. With Dr. Amber, we can get you in and get those cavities taken care of. Again, I'm problem focused. I'm not saying, hey, we can get those crowns taken care of. I'm treating the problem and how we're gonna do it. So again, kind of recapping, at that point, once you establish trust, I may have to deal with one of these minor objections: time, fear, and money. We can work through those. But again, recapping, the biggest thing is create alignment with the patient, reconfirm trust, and establish a sense of urgency. And I always will come back to this dialogue of aware, unaware, concerned, unconcerned. Is this dialogue helps us with the patient in this conversation of reconfirming trust from unaware to aware. Is this concerning? Obviously it's not, right? Because they're unconcerned, they haven't moved forward. Now I need to create urgency to move a patient into aware and concerned. That is actually when patients choose to move forward with dentistry.